On this video, I'm going to show you how to use constraints when you are sketching on Fusion 360. So what you want to do, you want to open a new file just like this, create a new design, save it right away, click on save. Since you haven't saved it yet, it will ask you to create a name for it. So always put your first and last name, and for this one you will call it sketches with sketches using constraints. Okay, and make sure it's on location. The location is Project Lead the Way ID, and then click save. Next one is you're gonna create a new component. As always, I try to make it a habit to create a new component. Click on new component and make sure the title here says sketches using constraints, which is the title of your file. This one component we'll just put this instead, sketches with constraints with. Okay, click OK. Make sure this is highlighted. You selected that. You're gonna click on sketch, and then you're gonna click on this plane. When I grade your work, all I want to see are the constraints that I use on this video, which is exactly how I did it. So I'm gonna teach you how to use these as much as possible. Okay, what you're gonna do, you're gonna draw a line going across like this. Actually, I'm gonna press escape right now. Let's change the document settings to millimeters. Click OK. Now we're gonna draw a line. We're gonna make a triangle. So we're gonna draw a line, but the triangle doesn't have to be a specific size for now. Okay. So I'm gonna make it random. So I'm making sure it's not 90 degrees. It's not a certain degree, like 45 or 180. So I'm just trying to make it some random size. Okay. So what I'll show you here is that you can make all these sizes equal by clicking here equal. You click on this line, you click on this line, and now they're equal. And then when you click on this line and on one of these lines, now they're all equal. So in an equilateral triangle. Okay. We can put a circle. We can actually make this triangle face up by making one of these lines horizontal. So you're gonna click here, horizontal, vertical. And you're gonna click on this line. Okay. Now on that one, it made it vertical. Okay. I kind of want it horizontal along this plane, so I'm going to press escape to get out of this command. I'm going to right click, I'm going to click on that constraint, and I'm going to press delete on the keyboard. Not backspace, but the word delete, the key that says delete. I'm going to try it again and use this one instead. And I believe the computer chooses which direction it'll go depending on how close the line is to it. Like if it's closer to horizontal or vertical, it will do that. Okay? Alright, let's do another one. You're gonna click a line, make a line like this, and then you're gonna click on check here. We're done with that line, and we're gonna make another line. Okay, like that. Okay, and you're gonna click check. Now we're gonna connect these two lines. We're gonna connect it right here, I think. So the constraint for that is coincident. Coincident, basically you just connect 2 points. So this is a point at the end of this line, and then any of these points could be anywhere in this line could be a point, including the ends. So I'm gonna click somewhere along this line, and you'll notice it's connected. Okay, if I press escape, I can drag this line, and that line, the other line, it will always be connected somehow. Okay, now I can make this line 90 degrees to this by clicking here, perpendicular. Click on this line and click on that line. Actually, let me do that again so it's not confusing. Usually you click on two things, so I'm going to undo. because I believe I was clicking on, I had one line click, and I think that's why it did it automatically. So click on perpendicular, click on this line, and then click on this line. Now there will be perpendicular. If I press escape on the keyboard, you notice it's always going to be perpendicular. And I can move this line also, it'll always be perpendicular and connected. Okay. Now let's do a pattern here. I'm going to click on the line here. And what you'll notice is that, well, I'm going to press escape. I'm going to make a new line. What you'll notice that Inventor, or sorry, Fusion 360, will sometimes decide and automatically put constraints. So if you had it like this in a straight line, you'll notice that there is a blue horizontal constraint popping up. And once you move it, that constraint goes away. So it kind of tries to think for you. Okay. So I'm going to draw a straight line like this. Make sure it's horizontal. Go draw a line going up. You notice it's perpendicular now with that symbol, the 90-degree symbol. And then we'll do one here. It's another 90 degrees. We'll do one going up this way. It doesn't matter. You know, try to avoid 145, 135. It could be any degree, like something like this, 120. And we're going to go straight up. And this one's going to be a little curved like this. Okay, it's not going to be 90 degrees. So we're going to keep it like that. Bring it straight down. Going this way. A little past this line. So this one's a little lower than that. And then a little past that. And then it's going to curve back like that. Okay, so it's off, right? And that's the whole purpose of that. So what we can do, we're going to constrain everything to be 90 degrees and equal. So let's do the 90 degrees first. So click here and click here. That's always going to be 90 degrees. This one will always be 90 degrees. Okay, it's 90 degrees already, perpendicular. Let's try this one. It's already constrained, so it's over constrained, which is fine. Now we just want to make sure that this is equal to this at all times, and this is also 90 degrees. Okay, we want this to be equal. Oops, sorry, equal. Okay, we want this two sides to be equal. Very good. We want these two sides to be equal, the two lines. So now it's perfectly squared and perfectly equal. We're going to draw a line right in the middle. You see where that triangle pops up? Click there, and then you're going to click where that triangle pops up. Okay? You're going to press escape. Right click on that line. Right click on that line. Oops, you won't let me. Let me try that again. Right click on that line, and then construction normal. We're going to turn that to construction line. We're going to do another line right in the middle here and all the way to that line. Okay, again, we're going to turn that into a construction line. So press escape on your keyboard to get out of that command. Right click here, and then construction somewhere here. Okay, all right, now we're going to do a circle, a small circle here. We'll make it that 5 millimeters. Okay, we're going to do a constraint of vertical to this point and to the center of that circle. You'll notice that the circle lines up. And then we're going to make this circle tangent. So click on that tangent command, click on that circle, the actual circle itself, and click on this line. Now it's tangent. Okay, we're going to put that hole right here in the middle, or that circle right here also. So we're going to do a mirror. Click on that circle, click on mirror line, select this. Oops, sorry. Let's do that again. Click on that click on that mirror. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Click on that circle, select mirror line here, and then select this line. So now it creates a circle right across between, and the line is in between. So it's equally spaced out. Click OK. Alright. So let me show you a couple more tricks. Now you can, at this point, you can dimension it to whatever size you want it to be. But ideally you want to start with the measurement. You should have an ideal measurement of what you want, what you want to have. Okay. I'm going to show you a couple other ones. We're going to draw 3 circles here. Random size. Okay, kind of next to each other like that. But we can actually make them tangent. So click on that circle, and you can make that tangent, this one to this one. Now they're touching at a single point somewhere here. And then obviously you want this to be together. So we can make that tangent and all 3 circles are together. Another trick would be with a line. So if you draw a line like this, like that, you can actually make that circle also tangent to that line. This one to that one. So it's like that. Okay, so it's touching that line at one point. Then there you go. So when I check your work, make sure this is all showing just exactly how like you see it here. Okay, but the sizes don't have to be exact. You should use all the constraints that I used here. And that's it. Thank you.